Say it louder. Ped 3Os aren't just old men. It's also your 24-year-old homie hitting up 17-year-olds. And I am actually going to take this a step further. If you have to continually defend your relationship and some part of it repeatedly to many groups of people, you should look at your relationship and take a broader assessment. Yes, I'm hitting you with a double story time today, and yes, this is actually the same person from the last story time. The absolute cuckoo magoo person that I was friends with for a very brief time. In our brief toxic friendship where we were caught up in the middle of that, they were actually a track or cross country or whatever coach for the local high school. Because remember, we are well into our 20s at this point, but they have a crush on one of the little high schoolers who's also a coach on the team. I'm pretty sure almost every person they bring this up to points out how wildly inappropriate it is because remember, they are a literal high school senior. But she is defending this tooth and nail, and they even go on like a traveling trip, right, overnight to the West Coast together, and they really bonded. And she's fighting tooth and nail because he's not 17. He's either like 18 or just turned 19 or something. So he is legal. But girl, that is still a senior in high school and you are the coach. That is a creepy dynamic. Also, you're well into your 20s again. Still weird. In emotional years, that is a child. And the fact that every single person you explain this to is pointing that at you should say something. I even remember her being a little bit upset that he's like going away to college now. Yeah, because he's a literal child. That is what they do. And on par with the last story, every time I bring it up, she would just end up screaming at me and getting really scary, so I'd have to drop it. Luckily, in the end, she ended up getting back together with our man. But yeah, if you have to continually fight to defend why your relationship isn't creepy, maybe look inward.